Okay, we have another 6th edition battle report for you today. 1,500 points. I'm playing my Saim-Hann army. Jetbikes everywhere. Squadrons of Vypers as well. A Seer Council in the middle with just a Farseer with Fortune. Nothing is... oh, sorry, there's one squad of these naked, just like no equipment, 5 Swooping Hawks deep striking in. And I'm facing another Eldar player. It's going to be Eldar on Eldar violence. A foot army. What an awesome matchup, Foot versus Flying Eldar. We have 10 Wraithguard with Karandras, giving them stealth and infiltration to the unit. Eldrad over there, a gorgeous converted Bone Singer model. It looks like there's a giant unit of Rangers or Pathfinders? Pathfinders. There's a full unit of Dark Reapers. Those guys are playing as Guardians. I think it's one giant unit of 20, right? One giant unit of 20 Guardians over there. And I am going first, unless my opponent wants to steal initiative. Do you want to steal initiative? Here we go. Oh, almost. Gets a 5. Real close. But Eldar, my Eldar are going first. Okay, back in a bit. Okay, middle of top of turn 1, because there's an exciting combat. Eldar on Eldar, why must we fight? There's an exciting combat starting. The Seer Council is slamming into the Wraithguard and Karandras. What happened during the turn? My entire army moved around, and we blasted a good 60% of the army into the unit. We managed to only kill, well, we killed half the unit, but half still stands. Karandras is down to 1 wound, though. He had to take a lot of saves, and eventually failed 2 of them. He didn't roll too well there. The rest of the stuff happened. We fired. I fired 1 big blast from the fire prison. Sorry, small blast, and nuked 3 Dark Reapers. They made their leadership though, and I think killed 1 of the Pathfinders there. And these guys over here, I think killed only 1 of these guys because that scatter field actually gives them a 3+ cover save. It's a ruin +1. So even though they rolled a bunch of 3s, they passed very nicely there. And I forgot to mention mysterious objectives: scatter field, Skyfire, Array, or whatever. Over here we have the number 6, which is Grav Charge Generator. Over here, mysterious objective, so half distance to charge. And I also have my own scatter field over here. And that's that. So we're going to see what happens in this combat. We're charging in the Overwatch. Unfortunately, got no hits against me, but we're going to see what happens in combat. Back in a bit. Okay, so rounding up that combat, what happened? Pretty exciting combat. I named one of my Warlocks Faralar because he went into a challenge. I issued no challenges. Karandras issued a challenge. Unfortunately, killed my Warlock, even with only got 2 saves on me, but I rolled pretty badly and he died. But he just took his skull. He just killed that the Warlock. The Farseer in the unit chopped into these guys. I managed to kill 2 of them.
Point because of Karandras's Warlord trait.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, because you killed a character in a challenge. Right, nice, very nice. Okay. So actually, yeah, because if he has a Warlord tree, he actually got a victory point because he killed a guy in a challenge. Pretty nice. So over here, I managed to kill 2 of these guys, so we won combat 2-1, but, you know, Gong Show continues. And it is on to bottom of turn 1 for the Foot Eldar. Okay, so rounding up bottom of turn 1, the combat over here continues. Eldrad got his butt in there. I didn't lose any models this time, and I managed to kill the last remaining Wraithguards. Now, they weren't fearless. They lost by 3, but they stuck it out with a 7, so they managed to make leadership there.
It was Eldar who wasn't fearless.
Oh, okay. He would still do it, right? Yeah,
but
fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, Eldar might have run away. So be it. What else happened over here on this turn, though? Those guys, the Reaper Exarch, fired into here and blew away 4 of these dudes with his buddy. Oh yeah, we forgot morale check over here. Let me roll that up. This last remaining poor bastard, yeah, makes it with a 7, a 6 and a 1. But that Exarch on his own, because he ignores cover when he fires, awesomeness, barrage, blew away 4 guys. His buddy killed another one. This unit's down to 1 guy. Pretty awesome for that there. Some other shooting. What else happened? Oh, the Rangers? No, something. Oh, sorry. Scatter laser blasted into here, blew away my 1 Viper with a penetration. Got a 5, which with open top becomes a 6. And I think those guys fired at these guys over here, but couldn't cause. Sorry, had a phone call come in, so it got cut off. But yeah, these guys managed to make all their saves, and that was about it. So we're moving on to the top of turn 2. We're going to see if my Swooping Hawks fly in on a 3+. Those jerks are in. All right. Back in a bit. Okay, so rounding up top of turn 2. I forgot to mention, bottom of turn 1, my opponent tried to use invisibility on the unit. My runes of warding stopped it, though, even though he had his runes. He did succeed on prescient, so he's been rerolling to hit the whole time. My fortune succeeded on round 1, but it failed this round. This round I had no fortune going. The runes of warding are warding each other. Now, none of my guys died. I managed to put 1 wound into Eldrad, just a humiliation wound into him, but nothing else really. He made his leadership, so he didn't run away from combat, even though the Karandras is still fearless. What else happened? My army moved around, you know, shimmied forward, shimmied back. We blasted as much weaponry as we could. These guys came down, dropped a grenade in there, killed 3 or 4 guys, fired in there, killed 1 or 2 more. These guys...
killed 2 and then 1.
Right, 2 and 1. These guys flew up over here. Only the big guns were in range. We managed, with the combination of those guys and with the Viper, to gun down the final Dark Reaper Exarch with his buddy. That guy just wiped out almost 1 entire unit of my Jetbikes there. Otherwise, blast templates from this guy and this guy flew into that unit and that unit, killed 1 or 2 more guys there, killed 1 guy there. Not a lot of destruction happening, though. So be it. And we had combat over here, total gong show, as I mentioned. So on to bottom of turn 2. Coming right up. All right, so bottom of turn 2, what happened? A bit of accumulating gong show. One of my guys died. Okay, first of all, spectacular powers from Eldar. Eldar shows his awesomeness. Squeaks the invisibility through on Karandras and the Warlock.
Nothing else to do.
I couldn't stop that. He squeaks the misfortune through on my unit. I got a 5+ deny the witch roll, but I also couldn't stop it even after I got through. Pretty awesome there. We tried to fight back, killed the Warlock. Eldar just slaughtered 1 guy. This challenge continues, but by dumb luck, even with misfortune, my 1 guy keeps making. He had 3 saves to make. He made them even with rerolls. I couldn't believe it. So it's on to turn 3. All right, rounding up that turn, what happened over here? We finally got fortune to succeed, but my combat went even worse than usual. He finally killed a guy in a challenge because misfortune succeeded on my guys. But luckily, my guys survived. We lost combat by 1, but we stuck it out. All I have left is two guys with Embolden and 1 flamer guy, because my guy with Enhance is gone, so it's harder for me to hit. But I only got 1 hit on Eldar despite 8 attacks and 84s. What else happened over here? My guys shimmied up. We blasted some shots in here. Only managed to kill 1 guy because of 2+ cover save. We moved up over here. I focus fired the guys out in front. Killed almost all of them, but 1 guy made a 6+ cover save because of the shimmer scatter field. That included all this shooting here, including this blast weapon over here. But they made their leadership despite me killing about half the unit, so they're still there. And we're on to the bottom of turn 3, I think, right? Okay, so rounding up that turn, what happened? Shooting from these guys, snap fire. Try to snap fire into here, blow this guy away because he went to ground.
No, you're not, because these aren't vehicles.
And over here, those guys fired at that stuff, but they couldn't do any damage to them with Rens. Over here, combat went pretty badly again. We lost by 1, but we stuck it out still. And it is on to our turn, coming up, onto our turn 4. Okay, rounding up, this was top of turn 4. What happened over here? The gunning down continued, fired stuff in here, only killed 1 or 2 guys. My whole army fired whatever it could into these Guardians, blasted them. I tried to charge with both my Swooping Hawks and these guys. Swooping Hawks, 2 of them got gunned down with Overwatch. Pretty awesome there. These guys did make it in though. Hammer of Wrath killed 2 guys, charging killed the rest. We consolidated, we're owning that objective there. And over here, combat, Eldrad finally went down. My guys managed to kill Eldrad, but this guy took a wound in return. Eldrad took a wound off of me. Yeah, my opponent's not been rolling very well with this stuff. I mean, Eldrad did take a bunch of divination and telepathy powers, so he's been trying to do some cool powers. Over here, I keep forgetting this guy actually has that Warlord trait that gives him an extra point every single guy he kills in a challenge. So he's killed 4 dudes. He's got 4 victory points.
I'm still losing the game, but whatever. It's hilarious.
He's got 4 victory points. This thug. He's got 1 wound remaining. It's amazing.
I'm still gonna win.
No, it's really fun. It's just really fun. This guy's a thug. This game. So that's what's happening. We're on to the bottom of turn 4. This might be the last turn. We'll see what happens. Okay, rounding up real quick here. Gong show combat. No wounds cost to me. No wounds cost to him. I'm down to 2 wounds. Commander's down to 1 wound. Over here, these guys fired into here, killed 1 biker on the edge there, and he almost pinned me, but I made my pinning check. And we're on to turn 5. Top of turn 5 coming up.
Wow.
Okay, so we just did the entirety of turn 5, and we entered here. Karandras is left on the table with 1 wound. What happened? I gunned off that remaining squad there. 1 guy ran away off the table, and then Karandras, we just fought out a couple of combats. I couldn't put that last wound on him. That 2+ just kept holding, and he managed to insta-kill my Farseer, but we just ended it there.
Karandras was the only one I could roll. 6 victory points.
That's right. Yeah, he actually... I was feeding him guys, so he actually managed to get 6 victory points, but we have 3, 6, 9, plus
5
we have...
plus
1 for being in deployment zone, plus 1 for first blood. But yeah, pretty cool game. Pretty interesting. Learned a lot today. And let's shake hands. Thanks, Andrew. Thanks for your game again.
No problem.
Crazy game as always. Loved it.